This is just an update on the Jeep, and I'll probably make, well, I don't know. I mean, the day's coming up. I'm going to try to post something at the beginning of each month on how I'm doing and just how the group build is going. So, as a refresher, this is the one that I'm building. It comes with these decals for the lifeguard. So I'm going to paint mine yellow and use these decals. The interior shows it to be black and yellow, which I'm not too keen on. I'm going to probably paint the interior red. So, because obviously this will be a vehicle that's for lifeguards driven on the beach, and it's probably, you know, state or county or city owned, and, you know, they can do whatever they want with it. So just to make it different, I'm going to go that route. So there's what my plan is with the decals and the paint. I have some, to me, a yellow paint. That's probably what I'll end up using. These are the stock tires, which I'm not going to use. I have several options on a larger off-road tire, so I'll be using those. Here are the wheels themselves. One of these wheels is for the spare, so I will probably use one of these tires with the spare on the back, just so I don't have to buy or find another extra tire so that all 5 of them match, because that's just not cost effective. The other thing is I've removed the doors from the Jeep body. So I could make extra doors. There's like tubular doors. I mean, there's 100 different doors you can buy for Jeeps and install them yourself. So, because it only takes about 5 minutes to take a door off a Jeep. There's only like, I think there's only 6 bolts holding it on. So, only takes a few minutes to take it off. But that's what I got there. And the interior, like I said, would be red. And I've got to paint this. I'll probably paint this body color. I have a Jeep JK. I think this is the one before the JK. My wife's is a JL Wrangler, but now hers is newer. So I looked underneath that one, and the whole underside is black. So I painted this one black. I think mine was black at one time. But mine's an older version, you know, being a JK, it's an earlier mid, it's a mid one actually. And 2012, which is when they went to the 3.6 higher output engine. But mine was probably black, because I crawled under there and looked. It was probably black at one time, but now of course, you know, between dirt and discoloration and, you know, a little bit of surface rust here and there, it's not necessarily black anymore. An interesting thing is that the directions on this kit tell you to paint the engine block. I think that was probably a 4-cylinder. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. Blue, but I don't think they were painting engines blue by then. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look it up, or maybe somebody knows. I mean, AMC, I believe, that was their blue that they used on the CJs. But after the CJs, they went to the other one. It's not a TJ. They went to TJ, and then they went to that. There was another one they only made for a couple of years, and I never can remember it. Anyway, so that's the chassis there. I decided to paint the differentials gloss black, although they were the same flat black or semi-gloss black as the frame, but I just didn't want to make it all boring, so I thought I would throw some gloss black on those. The dash is semi-gloss. I'm pretty sure, I believe on most modern Jeeps, the dashboards are all black. No matter what, it's like most modern cars, you know. It doesn't matter what color your interior is. The dash and usually the center console is black. You know, because they're trying to save money. Same thing with seat belts. You know, I don't know if a lot of you might remember. It used to be when you got a red interior, you got red seat belts. But now it seems like all the seat belts are either black or charcoal gray. So, you know, this. I will paint the gas tank silver, and the transmission, of course, I'll paint that silver. There's not a lot of other things, being this is the curbside. There's not a whole lot to do on the underside. And you can see how the differentials are just like pretty much one part instead of multi-pieces, including the drive shaft, which is molded on there. Now this truck, I mentioned before, this is based off the plastic. Actually, the original kit came out was a die-cast kit from Revell, where the body was metal. It was a Tomb Raider version. The body was metal, and the rest of it was plastic. And then they came out with a Tomb Raider version where they made the body plastic, so the whole kit was plastic. And then they changed it once again to make this Jeep, this yellow body one, which has some alterations to it. So that's why you have all that one piece, because I'm sure when these are assembled overseas, you know, as a die cast and it's all put together, you know, they're not modelers, they're just people on an assembly line that pop it all together and send it down the line. Now, one other thing too is that this is a leftover from the die cast, but it's actually pretty cool, is that this has coil springs. And you use this piece here, if you remember the old promotionals from like AMT and such, where they had these cylinders where the screws would screw into that. Usually there was like 4 screws on the model. 2 were in the radiator support, and there were usually 2 in the back near the gas tank. You know, you would put the screw in and that would hold everything together. And this is very similar. You're putting a screw through the hole, through the coil spring, into this piece here. So that allows the suspension to actually have travel. So that's a kind of, you know, not totally unusual. I've built other models that have that. There are some, I want to say it's Ioshima or Fujimi car kits that actually have that option with springs. But and here are the coil springs actually. You could probably see them in there. There's metal axles for the tires and the rims, but there's the screws, and then there's the coil springs in there. So that's one neat feature of this kit that most kits don't have. So, and that's it. That's the update for today. I may add a little bit to it because we got about a week to go. I'm going to work on making the video here, maybe a little bit today, putting it all together, getting everything all typed up and ready to go. And then this will be my first update on my project, my Jeep Group Build project. And I hope some other people, when they have time, they'll post there so I can see what they're doing. And there's some people are building this kit the same as I have, but some are building other Jeeps totally, like the Jeep Commando, and I would like to see that one because I have a Jeep Commando kit, but I have not built it. I never built one before, and I'm really curious to see how they do on that one and how it comes out. And if there was any issues with it. I mean, it's an older MPC kit, but still, I've never built one, and I'd be curious to see how they do that. And I forget what the other Jeep ones are, but I'm sure they're going to be cool, and we're all going to check them out. So that's it. Might be a little more tapped on the end of this, but I'm going to let you go with this one. Later. It's August 1st, and this is an update on the Jeep Group Build. My Jeep for my project is this one here. More or less a stock Jeep, but I'm doing a few modifications to it. And this is what I have so far. As mentioned before, the vehicle has lifeguard decals, which I want to try to put on here somewhere. We'll see how that goes. But I went ahead and painted it yellow in anticipation of doing that. And I've painted the underside of the body. So I'm going to paint this interior here red. I still have I've painted the seats. I painted the door panels. Now, this kit comes with doors, or actually what they would call a half door, which goes right straight across here. But I cut that out, so I've eliminated the door altogether. And then I had to, after I did that, I had painted the interior parts, not realizing that I would have to trim that also. So, let's see. So that would be this side here. I'm sorry, let's see the other side. So there might be a little bit more modification coming. I don't know why, but it's very hard to hold this odd part. It's hard to get your fingers on it. But it will fit right in there like that. As it should. Now this piece that I cut off on the front here had the part on here that had a slot in it that I believe was for the dashboard. But I'm sure I can modify something and glue around that, so I don't think that'll be a problem. These will be painted red as well, the sun visors. I'm debating whether to hit them with make them flat or just leave them glossy like they would be vinyl, which would be awfully hot in the sun. So I may hit them with some dull coat and tone them down so they look a little more like cloth. And here you can see the door panel in here that I have to cut off on the other side. The other modification that I've made so far is that I did put larger wheels on it. Actually, the rims are the same size rim, but the rims that came with this Jeep, actually, the tires are from the AMT Bronco, the 2021-22 Bronco. These were the wheels that came with the kit. You can see there's a difference in size. But it just so happens that the rim fits the AMT larger tires. So I didn't have to make any modification. And actually, they slipped right on the axle. And I pushed them right on. So I didn't even have to modify anything. All I had to do was swap the tires. Which I was happy about that. I already had the tires, so I didn't have to spend any money. I was, ready to do that, but I went through all my tires and I had these and they worked. So that gives it a little bit more height without getting into like a 35-inch tire or something, oddball. You can see there's still a little bit of gap in there, but you have to have a little bit of gap for wheel travel anyway. And I still haven't put the fender flares on it. So when the fender flares are on it, I'm going to have to sand that one down for some reason. There's some kind of stuff on there. But yeah, there's the front fender there. So I'll glue those on. But right now I'm just trying to get the interior situated. And this, I've got to tape off this and then paint this all red. And that's really about it. I'm still painting the individual parts. Mostly red, mostly black. There's a few other yellow parts, such as the grill. Or actually, this is not the grill, this is the radiator support, which goes behind the grill. So I'll have to paint some of that, detail out the radiator. But that's about it for me. I'm trying to take my time. I mean, we have till December, the end of December. So I'm trying to spread this build out a little bit. I'm trying not to get in a hurry and just slap it all together. And which is not necessarily what I would do, but I mean, I do set it off to the side and I'm going to work on some other projects while this is going on. and there's not a lot of parts to this kit, so with everything pretty much painted, once I get going, it shouldn't be, everything's painted, it shouldn't take long for it to be fully assembled. But that's where I'm at. I just want to give an update each month of not just how my Jeep project is coming along, but I also have links below in the description to the other builders that have joined this group, Jeep group build. I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long day. The other members who have joined this Jeep group build, I have links to their channels below. And that way you can check on what Jeeps they're building and see if they're building something that you're interested in. And somebody, I think it's Seamus from Seamybmw. I think he's building the same kit that I am, but I'm sure he's going to add lighting and some other cool stuff to it and make it look a lot better than I will, which is fine. I'm having fun with it. That's what counts. But I do want to I did put the links below if you want to check out those other channels. I also noticed today, I saw that the first Tomb Raider, which has a Jeep in it, a custom Jeep that Revell made a model of, and the first Jeep that they did, which is green on the box with the big 35 tires, off-road tires, that Jeep is in the movie. I believe this one, I believe what I saw was the first one, so I'm gonna check it real quick. And I saw this early this morning, but I'll watch a few minutes of it right away and go through it and make sure the Jeep's in there, and then I'll post a link to that down in the description if it's the correct movie. And then if you wanted to see what the Tomb Raider Jeep looked like that they copied to make the first Revell Jeep like this, that's green on the box, you'll be able to see that. But it was, I remember it being a pretty good movie, but it's been a lot of years since I saw it. And that's it. I just wanted to give an update at least once a month at the beginning of the month. So I hope everyone's enjoying the group build. And there's still plenty of time if somebody wants to join. It doesn't end until December 31st. It started July 1st, so it just started. It's only been going on for a month. So if you do it, just let me know. Send me an email or a message or something. Let me know. And I'll leave it at that. So we'll catch you next time. Later.